welcome back to my channel. I decided to take you along on my journey this year. I did my first juried art show last year, and I did a video series on that, and you all seemed to really enjoy that. So, but I didn't do it until right before the craft show. So this year I'm going to take you through my whole process. This will be a 4 or 5 month series that every time I do something new that has to do with selling in person, I'm going to share it with you, and I hope to develop some checklists and some things that will be in the comments below so that you can use them if you need to. This is sort of geared towards people who aren't used to selling in person, but if you are somebody who's experienced at this, I would like to create a community too, and give us your comments and advice down below, and let's share our thoughts with one another. So today I'm just talking about preparing for the craft fair season. So there are a few things that you need to be doing this time of year. As of the filming of this, it's late February, almost March. So that gives, my first craft show is going to be in June, and so I have 3 months to prepare. So the first thing you want to do is research all of the craft shows or art shows, because there's a difference, that are available in your area. And actually I would throw flea markets in there too, depending on what you're selling. So there's a regular craft show, there's an art show which is typically juried, which means that you have to submit your artwork, a sample of your artwork, to a panel of judges, and they judge whether or not your work is quality enough, I guess, to participate, to be presented at their event. And then there would be a typical, your flea market or swap sale. I sell handmade items, so I'm more interested in the art shows, and that's what my focus will be this year. So the first thing you want to do, excuse me, is you want to research what shows or events are available in your area. Figure out how far you want to travel. Do you want to end up staying in a hotel? Now, the event that I've chosen for this year is a 3-day event at a fairground here in Maine, and they're attached to a campground, so I can actually pitch a tent and stay right there for 3 days, which I think is going to be super fun. And I get fatigued very easily because I have health issues, and so I'll be able to just go and take a nap while somebody watches my shop, or just get some rest, not having to travel. So the first thing is figure out where the events are, what are the logistics surrounding that event in terms of getting there in time, setting up, where are you going to stay, or can you travel from home, that kind of thing. And find then, when you pick which events you're going to do, because you have to decide how many you're going to be able to handle. Some people, that's all they do all craft fair season, every single weekend. I can't do that because of the way my life is set up right now. So I'm just picking a few select events that I think, at which I think I'll be successful. For example, the one that I'm doing at the fairground, they expect 2,500 people. So I think that will be that's a really good draw. And I think I can be successful doing 1 3-day event versus 3 1-day events. So those are things to think about. So after you decide logistically which areas of your state that you would like to participate in, then find out the statistics on that particular event. Most event coordinators will be able to tell you what types of people, what types of people are participating in their events, what other crafters are going to be there, what kind of people come to the event. Are they people who are looking for specific things? Are they buyers, or are they there to, just walk through? What kind of people and how many are going to attend that event? And that will help you to determine if that's an event that you want to participate in. I have a little list here. So the second thing, excuse me, is you want to sign up for the event, and you want to do that early because oftentimes it's first come, first served, and you might end up getting a less desirable location if you wait until the last minute because all the good spots are gone. So sign up as early as you can. There will be, if you're doing an art show, you will need to have time to submit your project or a sample of your work to the jury. So there needs to be that. You also need to find out in your research if they will require a craft demonstration or donation of a freebie. The one that I did last year was raising money for the Main Street, and they did ask each one of us to give them something for their raffle. So don't just skim through the rules. Once you receive those rules, really read them carefully. So do you have to submit something to, is this a juried fair? Do you have to do any kind of craft demonstration or give a free product? Do you have to have insurance? Very important. Do you have to have a vendor license? I am going with insurance because a lot of the juried shows require insurance. Insurance is not that expensive and it's really worth it. There was one, the Main Street one that I did last year. The year before, somebody's tent blew, it grew very windy. Somebody's tent blew away and smashed all the pottery in somebody else's tent. Smashed all of their displays to bits, and so and people can trip and fall in your booth. So decide if that's a risk you want to take or if you want to get insurance to try to have a little more peace of mind. I always get insurance, and I do have a vendor license in the state of Maine. And you also want to find out if you need electricity, is electricity going to be available for you? So that is just the start of the checklist, that the items that I always do first. I'm going to put this down below so that you can get started, and stay tuned for the rest of this series as I take you through the journey of selling in person. And I would love to hear any comments that you have below. Let's create a community around this. Give us your advice if you have tips. We want to hear them. What kind of shows are you doing? What are you going to sell? Let's go ahead and get some advertising for each other going here too. So comment, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video with more good advice. Bye.